Hey guys, as we all know, showrunners decided to reveal Jon's true identity through Bran's vision in previous season. Bran entered Vision by communing with a weirwood tree in the Haunted Forest and followed his father into the Tower of Joy, whereupon he witnessed the reunion between his father Ned and his dying aunt Lyanna. After emotional reunion, Lyanna confided Ned with the protection of her newborn son, whose father is Rhaegar Targaryen, known as the Last Dragon. So showrunners revealed Jon's true identity. Jon is not Ned's bastard, but rather a son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, but it's yet to be seen what his true name is, the one that Lyanna whispered into Ned's ear. As we all know, Ned Stark, in order to fulfill his promise that he gave to his dying sister, which was to protect her son, Ned resolved to pass off Lyanna's son as his own bastard, and also decided not to use his nephew's birth name, which Lyanna whispered to him a few moments before her death, but rather named him after his friend and mentor Jon Arryn, whom he loved like a second father. Jon's true name is most probably Targaryen's styled name, which is not only supported by the fact that his father is Targaryen himself, but is also supported by the fact that Ned Stark had to change his nephew's real name into Jon, as his true name would have given away his real parentage. As soon as season 6 finale ended, many fans were, and actually still are, wondering what was the name that Lyanna whispered to Ned. What is Jon's real name? Let's start with the possibility that Jon's real name is Viserys, which might at first sound out of the realm of possibilities, but there are a few hints that are going in favor to this theory. It's a fact that Prince Rhaegar Targaryen read a prophecy in an arcane book about the prince that was promised, about a prince who would save the world from the return of the White Walkers. At first, Rhaegar thought that he was the promised prince himself, but later thought it would be his children, and was apparently convinced that the prophecy about the prince actually referred to 3 people acting together, as the Targaryens had first conquered and united Westeros when led by 3 dragon riders, Aegon I and his 2 sister wives, Rhaenys and Visenya. Rhaegar even named his first 2 children after the original 3 of the Targaryen conquest generation, first his daughter Rhaenys and then his son Aegon. The health of Rhaegar's wife, Elia Martell, suffered during her first 2 pregnancies, which resulted with Rhaegar's decision not to have another baby, as Elia would not survive an attempt to have a 3rd child, and Rhaegar's intention to have 3 children temporarily failed, but eventually he got his 3rd child with Lyanna Stark. In conclusion, Rhaegar did name his first 2 children after his ancestors, but the question remains, did Rhaegar name his 3rd child after the 3rd head of the dragon, which would be after Aegon's 2nd sister wife, Visenya? In my opinion, there's certainly a high possibility. Visenya traditionally is a woman's name, but Jon might have been given the male version of that name, which would be Viserys. There are a bunch of other names that Rhaegar and Lyanna could have named him, such as Jaehaerys after Jaehaerys I, who was the 4th king of Targaryen dynasty, known as the Wise King, who is also known for expanding the Night's Watch. Honorable Ned Stark fulfilled his promise that he gave to his sister. Ned protected Jon Snow, but Jon's real parentage and Jon's real name will certainly be revealed at some point of the upcoming seasons. In the following videos, I'll explain you how Jon Snow will most likely find out who his parents are and what his real name is. Let me know your opinion about all of this in the comment section down below. I'm curious, which name do you think Rhaegar and Lyanna chose for their son? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace!